Hey everybody, this is Joe, and I want to go over basically the product Doodly. I got a pre-release version of the software. I've got all the OTOs. I'm going to show all that off to you, and I'm going to give you some negatives and positives of this. This is a true unbiased review. I think there's enough negatives that you definitely should pay attention to those, and of course there's enough positives here that it might be the right choice for people. Another thing to note is on this page, on this review page, you'll find a link to my bonuses. If you do indeed go and purchase it, I think that we offer quite a few bonuses, and joining through that will also assure that you're going to get some good training from me on how to use it and stuff like that. So, but anyway, let's get into it. So, one of the big positives about using this is it's super easy. You download the software and you can just start creating videos right off the bat. And you only get a couple choices here, whiteboard or blackboard. So we're going to pick blackboard because that's a little bit more of the uniqueness of it. Great test. And right away you could see that they got these scenes, they've got characters, they've got props, text, and they also include a sound library. Now I do have the pro version. I'm not sure which ones. I think they're all marked with these stars, the ones that are pro images. So, you know, kind of keep that in mind as I'm showing this to you. But they do include quite a bit of detail on the actual scenes. I like the fact that when you bring these in, they create these little individual objects. So like if I want to move this little bed around, I can, or I can just remove it. And then they have these little pillows that were on the bed. That's kind of neat. So, and you can, you know, stack these any way you want. You want to put this in front of or behind, you can just click these little buttons here and it will bring it, you know, ahead of that one and stuff. So yeah, and then, you know, it's pretty neat. And when you actually look at it, of course, it looks great. Now the downside I saw, and one downside is I have this little character here I brought in, and when he gets drawn, he doesn't get drawn as nicely. I'll show you that real quick. You can only bring PNG and JPEG files, and the PNGs will be transparent, of course, and the JPEGs will be, you know, solid and they'll have to be drawn. So you see how it's drawing out all these little individual lines, but when it gets to my image, it just draws it straight across. And I'll show you that here in just a second. And you see it's kind of drawn it through like that, which is fine, but you know, that's just a little bit of a negative, and I wanted to point that out to you. So yeah, so you know, it's got enough features to do the job. I think it could have a few more features, but you know, it's got enough to get in here, and I think anybody could come in here and create it. I mean, because it's super easy. I've seen some pretty complicated software. The software that we use to do a lot of videos, you know, it takes a pretty good amount of education to start using it. But in here, you can actually get started right away. See, I can place this right here on the tabletop, and I can move the order down here and delay and duration and all that. So it's kind of neat. You know, that's so easy to use. And then when you're done, you just export the MP4 and you're pretty much done. There's really not much to it, but you know, if you want to create quick videos and get in and get out, then that's fine. Now, one quick thing is, like I said, there's a couple of OTOs. One is for getting a huge graphics pack. I think that's a pretty good, valuable product, because the images that they use are just so good. I mean, it's very well done, the way that they drew these things up. So I think it's worth it. The other thing is, on the front end, the software that you can create videos for yourself, but you can't create them for your clients. You don't get a license for that, so that's kind of a little bit of a gotcha. So kind of pay attention to that. If you want to get that, you have to get the last OTO, which is the developer's copy. Then you create videos for your clients or for anything that you want, so you get kind of full rights for that. So that was a little bit of a gotcha and a little bit of a negative, but you know, if you just want to create some quick videos for yourself and, you know, do as many as you want for yourself, then that front end is a great valuable product. And it's really about all I had to say about it. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. It's really actually very easy to use, and I've had a lot of fun with it while I've been, you know, just sort of playing with it. You know, you just can do a lot with this software. But anyway, that's about it. Talk to you guys later.